On Boomer TV this morning, something very special headed your way.
Yeah, always so many great stories. Our pleasure to help bring them to you every week. See what you think of this one, Julie.
Okay.
We found that Bob Peltz's Big Boy Toys Restoration is a fascinating place. As we discuss the process of restoring many of these fine pieces, like this Seaberg 200 jukebox, you'll find that the care and attention to detail that takes place is unparalleled.
I specialize in pre-1975 jukeboxes, pinballs, Coke machines, gas pumps, slot machines, just about anything that's cool and doesn't have a computer in it. All right, and I work on stuff from you know, the early 30s on through 1975 and up, and I do both repairs and restorations, I'm about a year out now on projects. So.
Oh wow! So what's the most interesting project that you've worked on, that you found just fascinating to open up, discover, and restore?
Some of the ones I enjoy most are the early Golden Age jukeboxes, the early Wurlitzers, the bubbler types, and things like that, where craftsmanship was really key. They were like pieces of furniture with electronics in them. Those take a lot of time and a lot of effort, but those are really, really cool. It's a Seaberg 200 jukebox. I think it's a VL 200 jukebox, but it's probably the largest jukebox that was ever made. It holds 100 records. It has 200 selections, and it was only made for about 6 years by Seaberg, and as jukeboxes go, it's one of the most collectible jukeboxes. It's here to be repaired. Somebody has already gone through the cosmetics, and the customer likes the cosmetics, but it's not working, so it needs to work.
So they come to you for your expertise.
Yeah, and I also, of course, I could restore it, but you know, somebody's already, quote, restored it.
With the warehouse packed to the gills, Bob Peltz knows his surroundings, and most of all knows what it takes to restore the varied mix of jukeboxes, Coke machines, games, radios, and other wonderful items.
It's almost like a larger scale watch, it appears.
Yeah.
So how did you learn all of these different things?
On jukeboxes, self-taught.
Yeah.
I got one, I don't know how many years ago, but I came across one, and I thought I'd open an antique shop, and it didn't work, and I had to make it work, so I got it to work, and then I got another one, and then it led to this.
What is this big machine? Is this, what, skee ball bowling? What do we got?
It's an actual ball bowler as opposed to a puck bowling machine like you see in a lot of places. These were pretty common in bars in the 50s, 60s and everything, and it actually uses a small 4-inch ball, all right, and you roll it, and it hits pins just like real bowling, and you can have 6 players, and it scores with 6 different scores, and it's probably one of the most complicated electromechanical entertainment devices they ever made, because it scores like real bowling, which means you have to have a memory, and there is no computer in it.
That is fantastic. And spits the ball back out.
Yep.
Very good.
This is where it gets finish painted. So the final coat is ready to go on here. These have been primed, sanded down, and they're ready for a coat of Coke Red. And then we'll put them all back together, paint the embossing, and they'll be done.
Now the detail on this, that's hand painted, all those kind of things? Some of it's stencil?
Some of it's hand painted.
Okay.
I actually have a technique of my own that I'll probably hold
dear to your heart.
Yes.
The trade secrets. I tried to extract that trade secret out of you.
If you just look, I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 embossings on each one of these
Yes,
machines.
yes.
7 there. You've got about a day's worth of work just in painting that.
Yeah, I can imagine. No, the detail is on particular what I've seen so far from your work has just been fantastic. But you've got more to this place than what we've just seen here. What is this, an annex that you have?
Yeah,
more?
There's an annex with a few more projects.
Let's go check it out.
All right. And I'm working right now on a 1930s basketball game.
Oh, wow.
All right. And that's pretty cool because it's all pretty much electromechanical. There are 2 cast aluminum players, and this is the guy who shoots the basket in the machine, and he goes back and forth, all right, and then he shoots the basket when you squeeze a handle, and then there's a guard that swings around in front of him, and then the ping pong ball goes up in the basket. It's a totally cool game.
So someone could come here, look through something, find an item that hasn't been restored, and you could put it back to its original luster.
If you give me a year or more.
These things take time. Thanks, Bob, for having us here at Big Boy Toys Restoration. I'm Kevin Kimbrough, Boomer TV.